Okay, so now we're going to give you an equation in slope-intercept form. Y equals 3x plus 7. All right, we know from before, right? We know that 3 is the slope, 7 is the y-intercept, 0, 7, 7 on the y-axis, right? Slope of 3, rise of 3, run of 1, 3 over 1, right? So the slope is 3, the y-intercept is 7, all right? So how do we actually create a table? We've used the table to create an equation. Now, what if I give you the equation? How do we actually get the table? So in this one right here, we want you to go from x is -2 up to 2, right? And so all you really do is you set up your table. And look what I did here. So I did x is -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. Then I put the mx plus b part. That middle column is really just to work it out and to see how this is actually happening, right? And we're going in order. Notice x is going up by 1, right? From -2 up to 2. The counting numbers, the integers, -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. And all we're going to do is we are going to take this equation, right, and plug in the x's into the equation right here, right? So all you want to do is remember the equation is always 3x plus 7. That's the rule for however many x, whatever x's we want. And in this case, we want -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2 for x. So all you do is you copy that template down, that formula, that pattern. Boom. Right? That's what it is. Right there. We're going to 3 is the slope. Notice the 3 is always in front of the parentheses. Notice the x, I've left that blank because notice that's that opening parentheses. That's where the x's are going to go. I'm going to simply substitute the -2 for the x 5 different ways into the same equation. 3 times the x, add the y-intercept, right? The slope times the x, add the y-intercept, and the x could be anything, right? So that's all we're going to do. So the first one, 3 times -2. Then the next one, I'm going to do 3 times -1. Then I'm going to do 3 times 0. Then I'm going to do 3 times 1 and 3 times 2, whatever I'm going to use for x. And then I just simply work it out. 3 times -2, -6, plus 7 is 1. 3 times -1 plus 7, that's 4. 3 times 0, 0, plus 7, 7. Look at that. X is 0, 7 is y. That's the y-intercept, remember, right? 0, 7. Right there. We can see it in the table. There it is. Boom. 3 times 1, 3, plus 7 is 10. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 7, 13. And that's all we do to create our table, right? So there it is, the table. And all we're going to do is we're really going to say, okay, those y answers are going right there. So when x was -2, I got y was 1. When x was -1, I got y was 4. When x was 0, I got y is 7, y-intercept. There it is. When x was 1, I got y was 10. And when x was 2, I got y was 13. And remember, what's going on in the blanks? Remember, it's a slope of 3. So I better see 3 over 1 or plus 3 in the y column and plus 1 in the x column. And I just want to make sure everything works out, right? So that's it. That's how you use an equation to do a little work to get your actual table through whatever x you're asked. In this case, we went -2 to 2. All right, so let's go practice this, and that's really all it is.